Expansion project of the Lapland Central Hospital is we have divided it into 3 phases, and the first phase consists of so-called hot hospital. That includes that the main functions are emergency clinic, intensive care ward, and operation rooms. Then some supporting facilities like pharmacy and production facilities and the clean rooms for producing medicine. That part of the first phase is about 26,000 square meters, and so it's the biggest part of the expansion. Also included in the first phase are the psychiatric wards, adult wards, and then the young and children's ward. And that is about 6,000 square meters. And those are the hospital parts. And then the parking house, which is about 11,000 square meters. And the total budget is about 144 million euros. So it is the biggest project in Rovaniemi at the moment, and also quite huge one in the scale of whole Lapland. On the second phase, we are building more like outpatient clinics and facilities both for psychiatric care and then for children, and that is about 6,000 square meters. And the first phase is ending or should be finished at 2023 in the spring 2023, and then we start building second phase, and the second phase should be finished around 2025. Then the first phase that's still heavily on the drawing board, that is taking place in the end of this decade, but that's quite open yet. But there are some needs also concerning psychiatric treatment, outpatient clinics, and also the hospital school is included in that part. The first phase is carried out as an alliance project, which is a cooperative method of doing a project, and so we share the risks with the contractors and the engineers, and then us as the hospital. So everybody is working for the common goal, and this project is the first alliance project in Lapland.
Atlastica is a small company that specializes in point cloud technology. We have over 20 years worth of experience in the land surveying industry, and we have adopted point cloud and laser scanning technology about 5 years ago. It has opened many possibilities for us. Point cloud is a 3D representation of a real-world location or an object that consists of individual points. The points can have many different attributes such as color, reflect and such, but they always have positional data. Point clouds can be used for a variety of different things. We at Atlastica use them for design drawings and building information modeling. They are used as reference, which is extremely accurate and can be viewed from many different angles. Laser scanning is a technique or technology with which you can measure many points very fast. We're talking millions or billions of points per point cloud, and they are generated with a laser that measures the position of each individual point. The main benefit of laser scanning is the accuracy as well as the quickness. A laser scanner can measure millions of points every second and record them to a scan data, which we can later combine and create a point cloud. So we can get millimeter precision very quickly. Aerial photogrammetry is a technique in which we take several tens, hundreds of pictures, high-quality images from a drone, and then we combine them and calculate using algorithms to create a 3D mesh, and it can be created into a point cloud, which we can then use. The main benefit of using aerial photogrammetry is without a doubt the scale. We get high-quality, full-color images and combine them to a point cloud with 20 to 30 millimeter tolerance, which is still extremely accurate, even though not quite as accurate as the laser scanner.
So we wanted to have something to show to the politicians and decision makers, because as a public entity we have to make our case for the project to the decision makers. And we chose Atlastica because with their technology we can create this kind of clear model that is very well visualizing the extent of the project and the scope of the project. If we would do that by using, for example, drawings and things like that, they work to an extent. But to really make a point, we wanted to create a very clear presentation in 3D that is much more clear to the non-technical personnel to understand that what is the scope and what is actually included into the project.
In this particular project, where we created the visualization for the Lapland Central Hospital, we used both terrestrial laser scanning and aerial photogrammetry. We took the data as a reference and then used it to create our own models, combine them with the models we received from the architect office, as well as the land surface, etc. The first phase was to synchronize the reference data with the area plan we were provided with. And after that, we took the buildings, both the architect office building, new design, as well as the old hospital which we created, and then combined them to match the area and reference data. And after that, we created the roads, the surfaces, pavements, everything like that. Added some trees where the area plan told us to. And after that, just tweaked a bit of settings and rendered it out.
We quite quickly found out that this is actually quite useful for the engineers also, because you don't spot everything from the 2D drawings. For example, the placing of the oxygen tanks and everything like that. And we had some moments that one of our engineers, hey, wait, what's that over there? And then we zoom into it's there. Okay, I have to take that into consideration in my engineering and in my design. So we actually avoided some quite big surprises later on that could have caused some engineering problems and collisions in the design between the existing parts of the hospital and then the new engineering. Also because we are building a hospital, so we wanted to show also to our staff, that are doctors, nurses, people like that what we are actually building, and not only the decision makers but politicians, but for our own staff and the future users of the facilities and also our patients. We can very clearly demonstrate that what will be done and what is happening when, and in the first phase and the second phase and everything like that. So it's a very effective communication tool to different groups.